gonna be so dumb.
Hey, Internet. As you can see, I'm back. So, like, before I took an accidental 2-week hiatus, we've been getting real serious on here, like with the whole gender is a heteropatriarchal societal construct, and like, I'm too depressed to talk. Like, I love those videos, I do, okay? But like, also, the world is on fire, and I feel like we need something light. Or at least I need something light with which to express the less light things I've been feeling lately. Which is why I'm pairing photos of Kate McKinnon with descriptions of my mental health struggles and other struggles in life lately. You didn't ask for this video, but honestly, you don't really ask for any videos, so let's get into it, shall we? Also, she's just so beautiful and can do no wrong in my eyes. Is that bad? Probably. Do I care? Not really. Becoming acutely aware that you have a body because you're overstimulated, you're in a crowd, and you're being touched in all sorts of places you do not like to be touched. Rolling into work because the trains were weird, and definitely not because you're so depressed that getting out of bed is an intense struggle and you are prone to self-sabotage. Being too depressed to do anything, but knowing the longer you go without doing anything, the more depressed you'll be. When you realize your coping skills aren't super healthy, but they work, so you don't care. Realizing your dependence on your AirPods when you don't have your AirPods and suddenly the trains are way too loud. Explaining to your family one simple aspect of your mental health issues while trying not to frighten them or say too much. Accidentally saying too much. When someone tells you that they have anxiety too or that they have ADHD too and you're trying to determine if they really just get nervous sometimes and sometimes get distracted or if they're for real. Determining how much you can share on a first date to remain cute but also be honest. When you're like mid-depressive state but then you get a text from someone that's really important to you so you have to pretend that you're okay for them. Seeking validation on the internet because, I don't know, insert a million reasons here. When you're so depressed that you like desperately want to participate in some sort of self-destructive behavior, but you also are desperately trying not to participate in self-destructive behavior. When you finally find the right meds. When you can't afford therapy. So when you're anxious, while telling people that you have anxiety about meeting people and about telling those people that you have anxiety and that you are anxious talking to the people about your anxiety because you have anxiety and you're anxious. Desperately trying to make it through the end of this presidency. How you think you look when you tell your friends you're fine. How you actually look when you tell your friends you're fine. When another cousin says something shocking or liberal for once at a holiday dinner. Singing an ode to your former self, who you hated at the time, but now you wish you could be, because at least then you wouldn't be the shell of a human that you are now. When someone says you look tired.
What?
When you're completely capable of caring for 2 toddlers, doing dishes, and keeping an entire apartment clean and tidy every day, but you can't even fold the laundry that you did last week. Trying to solve all your problems without medical intervention because insurance is expensive and finding a therapist is impossible. Or at least it feels that way. When you and your best friend are synced both in like womanly ways, like you have your period, and also in depressive episodes. When you're broke, so you keep asking for and accepting extra babysitting gigs even though you're internally exhausted. When you realize you get most of this from your mother. And when she says she'll help you pay for therapy. When you go a couple of days without feeling like a pile of total hot garbage. When you get too drunk at the bar and start oversharing. When you retreat into things that are familiar, even when they seem a little too young, because they're way safer than anything that fucking exists in this world right now. Trying to seduce women when you're so depressed you might cry. This is just how it feels to be me at work sometimes. And there's only 2 of them, but sometimes it feels like more and that they're bigger than they are. Because they're still small-ish. Trying to flirt with anyone under 25. When you keep going to social events and things, even though all you want to do is stay in bed all day and night, watching a combination of like Call the Midwife, the Pitch Perfect franchise in the last 5 years over and over again. Hating growing up religious and going to a Catholic school because of like internalized homophobia and repression and stuff. But also getting really protective of religion when other people try to shit talk it. Sensory overload. Telling your friends to like hydrate themselves and take care of themselves while narrowly avoiding all healthy behaviors for yourself. When you have to chastise yourself because you're being way too open and way too vulnerable with someone and you know you're going to have to pay the consequences later. Keeping it together. Getting text messages from a best friend when I'm having a bad day. Watching my dreams float by. Why were so many of those so accurate? Can you explain that to me? Anyway, I know we've been talking about a lot of serious stuff lately, and I love those videos, but I just wanted to bring some more light into the world via the face of a person who brings light into my world, because she's just so lovely. I'm so gay. And I hope it brought a little light into your world. If you liked this video, you can hit the like button. If you really liked it, you can hit the subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications. I put out new videos every Tuesday, unless, of course, apparently I get sick for 2 weeks. It was cold, and then it turned into a sinus infection. I'm on antibiotics, which are also making me feel terrible, but I'm here for you because it's the holiday season. Look, see, I put up my stocking. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you next week. Goodbye. Why does the horn on the fire truck sound like it's going through puberty? These are the things I think about. Who are you gonna call? Kate McKinnon!